For Cologne, that say you're a gentleman. She can detect your attention to detail within 3 seconds of meeting you, and it's not your shoes or your watch. She's analyzing first. Your scent creates an invisible signature that either elevates your entire presence or completely undermines it. These 4 Colognes, they're recognized by people who understand true refinement. The men who know about them never have to try hard to make an impression because their fragrance does the heavy lifting. Cologne number 1. Creed Aventus. Aventus isn't just a fragrance, it's a statement that you understand investment over impulse. The opening hits you with that unmistakable pineapple brightness, but underneath birch tar creates a smoky sophistication that most men never experience. The musk base holds everything together like a firm handshake that lingers just long enough. This is why fragrance enthusiasts call it the king of modern masculinity. Not because it's loud, but because it's confident without apology. At around 300, you're not buying cologne, you're acquiring a reputation enhancer that appreciates in social value. But most men turn this masterpiece into a social disaster through sheer ignorance. They spray it like they're dousing a campfire, thinking more equals better impact. Wrong. Aventus projects naturally. An over-application turns sophistication into suffocation. Then there's the timing catastrophe. Wearing this powerhouse to morning coffee meetings or intimate dinners where subtlety should reign. The biggest misconception is thinking it needs to announce your arrival from across the parking lot. Aventus whispers authority. It doesn't scream for attention. Real mastery starts with placement strategy. 2 sprays maximum, one each side of your neck, never directly on clothing. Apply 30 minutes before you need it to work, allowing your skin's natural warmth to activate the complexity. During summer months, scale back to 1 sprayer's heat amplifies everything. For office environments, this is your Friday afternoon signature or your important presentation armor, not your daily desk companion. The key is letting others discover your presence, not announcing it. Think about walking into that quarterly board review where decisions get made. Aventus creates an invisible confidence field that makes your ideas seem more substantial. At networking events, people gravitate towards scents that suggest success without desperation. Your handshake carries weight when backed by olfactory intelligence. The psychological effect isn't imaginary. Scent triggers memory formation more powerfully than any other sense. Their cognition factor among people who matter is immediate and lasting. Your confidence naturally elevates when you know you're wearing something that commands respect from those who understand quality. This versatility means 1 bottle serves multiple life scenarios. From client presentations to weekend sophistication to celebration dinners, investment cost demands honest consideration. This isn't impulse purchase territory. The counterfeit market is flooded with convincing fakes that smell close but lack the complexity and longevity that justify the price point. Smart approach. Visit authorized retailers like Nordstrom or Saks for sample testing over several days. Your skin chemistry needs time to reveal how Aventus develops on you specifically. Store your bottle in a cool, dark place away from bathroom humidity. 1 bottle lasts 18 months of strategic use, making the cost per impression surprisingly reasonable. But Aventus has nothing on what's coming next. Quick reminder before we continue. Every item mentioned in this video and in all our other videos has been carefully curated and made easily accessible for you. Just head to the description of this video, find the link to our storefront, and you'll see all the recommended items in one place. If you choose to grab any, everything you need is right there. Now, let's get back to our discussion. Cologne number 2, Tom Ford Outward. Outward represents the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern sophistication. The oud, often called liquid gold in Middle Eastern culture, combines with Brazilian rosewood to create something that transcends typical Western fragrance. Expectations. This isn't cologne trying to be exotic. This is authentic luxury with roots in traditions where scents signified nobility and intellectual depth. Tom Ford understood that the thinking man doesn't follow trends. He appreciates craftsmanship that spans centuries. The sandalwood and vanilla base notes create warmth that develops complexity throughout the day, making this the choice for men who value substance over flash. The most cringe-worthy mistake is treating this like a novelty fragrance you discovered on vacation wearing out without understanding. Its cultural significance comes across as performative rather than appreciative. Season-specific disasters happen when men spray this heavily during summer heat, are amplifies in warmth, and can become overwhelming in humid conditions. The mixing catastrophe occurs when combining this with citrus or aquatic scents that clash with deep rain character. This isn't your fresh-out-of-the-shower fragrance. It requires intentional application with respect for its intensity. Skin preparation matters more without than any other fragrance family. Apply to pulse points after a warm shower when your skin is slightly damp. This helps the oils absorb properly rather than sitting on the surface. For evening wear, one spray on the chest allows body heat to project naturally without overwhelming intimate spaces. Daytime application requires restraint. A light touch on one wrist, rub gently on the other. Never spray directly on clothing as out can stain and loses its skin chemistry magic when applied to fabric. An intimate dinner setting transforms when you wear something this sophisticated. Your presence gains intellectual weight without saying a word. Art gallery openings or cultural events become natural environments where UD's heritage resonates with others who appreciate craftsmanship. Weekend gatherings with close friends take on elevated significance. When your scent choice reflects depth and consideration rather than generic appeal, the intellectual conversation starter effect is immediate among people who recognize quality fragrance. Your positioning in any social dynamic shifts when wearing something this unique and well-crafted. The scent evolution throughout the day means morning application reveals completely different facets by evening, keeping you interesting to yourself and others. This polarizing nature means some people won't appreciate the complexity, they'll lose your advantage, and standing out from the crowd. Climate sensitivity requires honest assessment of your local weather patterns before committing to a full bottle. Test out on your skin during different seasons and times of day before purchasing. Complement this with earth-toned clothing that honors the fragrance's natural sophistication. Allow a full week of testing to understand how your skin chemistry interacts with these complex oils. The next fragrance completely changes the game for daily wear. Cologne number 3, Chanel Blow. Blow to Chanel achieves what most fragrances attempt but fail to deliver. Perfect diplomatic balance. The citrus opening transitions seamlessly through aromatic herbs into cedar and sandalwood without any jarring moments. This is French sophistication distilled into liquid form. Created by a house that understands elegance isn't about making statements, it's about making the right impression consistently. Blow became the diplomatic choice because it offends noon while impressing everyone who matters. The composition reads like Orwell-tailored suit. Every element serves a purpose without calling attention to individual components. Most applications treat Blow like generic department store Colognes Missy. NG, its sophisticated versatility entirely. The concentration confusion is real. EDT, EDP, and Parm versions perform completely differently. Yet men choose randomly based on price or availability. Workplace miscalculations happen when treating this like a casual fragrance instead of recognizing its boardroom-appropriate sophistication. Generic spraying without considering personality makes you smell like every other guy who shops at Macy's. Concentration selection determines your entire experience. EDT works for daytime professional environments and warmer climates. EDP provides the projection and longevity for evening networking and cooler seasons. Professional optimization means applying 30 minutes before important meetings, allowing the opening citrus to settle into its more sophisticated heart notes. Travel versatility makes this your international business companion, culturally appropriate everywhere from Tokyo boardrooms to London. Gentlemen's clubs, client presentations gain subtle psychological advantage when your presence suggests reliability and competence. Casual Friday sophistication elevates your weekend wardrobe without appearing overdressed for relaxed environments. International travel scenarios become stress-free when you know your fragrance choice will be universally appreciated and culturally appropriate. Universal acceptance means never worrying about offending cultural sensitivities or personal preferences. Professional advancement gets subtle support when colleagues associate your presence with competence and reliability. Social adaptability across different cultural contexts makes this invaluable men who operate in diverse professional environments. Popularity creates uniqueness challenges. You might smell like someone else at networking events. Market saturation means discerning noses. Recognize this immediately, removing any mystery factor from your fragrance choice. Personalize this common choice through strategic timing. Wear it when others expect generic cologne, creating pleasant surprise through quality execution. Optimize throughout the day by applying lightly in the morning, then refreshing pulse points before evening commitments. Complement with quality grooming products that enhance rather than compete with the fragrance's sophistication. But the final fragrance reveals something most men completely miss about timeless appeal. Cologne number 4, Dior H. Refined and timeless, Dior Homme is a fragrance that doesn't rush to impress, but rather commands attention with subtlety. The heart of Dior Homme lies in the refined fusion of virus, amber, and leather. It's a scent that speaks sophistication with every note, making it a true classic in the world of fragrances. This is not a cologne that announces itself from the moment you walk in the door. Instead, it leaves a lingering impression like a Greek conversation that stays with you long after it ends. However, this cologne can easily be misused. Some men treat Dior like a loud fragrance, over-applying, layering it on in excess, as if more will make it more noticeable. It's easy to mistake boldness for impact. But the true magic of Dior Howl lies in restraint. When applied too heavily, it loses its subtlety and with it the elegance that defines it. A fragrance of this caliber doesn't need to scream, it needs to whisper. So, what's the right way to use your H? Approach it with subtlety and precision. A few spritzes are all you need. Target your pulse points like the wrists and neck, where the warmth of your body will allow the scent to develop over time. This method ensures that the fragrance unfolds naturally without overpowering the room. Imagine entering a room at a high-end gala dressed in a sharp suit and your howl clinging to your collar in a way that makes people leaning closer, not because they have to, but because they want to. The advantages of using Dior Howl correctly are clear. You gain an air of refined masculinity, one that's unpretentious yet unmistakably sophisticated. It complements any formal or semi-formal setting, and it will elevate your presence without demanding it. But be mindful if you're not careful with your application. It could easily become too overwhelming. The is rich, and when applied incorrectly, it can feel heavy. If you're aiming for that timeless, refined appeal, Dior H is your ally. Use it when you want to project maturity and class, not in settings where you need something louder or more attention-grabbing. Keep it as your signature essence for those moments when you want to feel confident, composed, and most importantly, timeless. Bonus point, layer cologne for a signature scent. Layering Colognes isn't just a way to create a unique fragrance. It's an art form that allows you to express your personality through scent. The idea behind layering is simple. Combine 2 or more fragrances that complement each other to create a signature scent that's entirely yours. Think of it as crafting a scent profile that reflects who you are, a personal signature that people will associate with you. The key to layering is balance. Start with a base fragrance, something deep and grounded like a wood or musky scent. Then add a lighter fragrance on top like citrus or floral notes to give it depth and freshness. For example, pair Dior Homme's refiner and leather with a zesty, fresh citrus scent for a bold yet elegant balance. It's important to remember that not all fragrances are made for layering, so be selective. The fragrances should complement each other, not compete. Layering can bring out nuances of each scent, creating something that's rich, sophisticated, and completely unique. The advantage? You stand out without trying too hard. You'll become known for your own signature scent, one that's unforgettable and aligned with your personal style. Just be mindful of the balance and avoid overdoing it. Less is always more when it comes to layering. To wrap up, remember that a great cologne is more than just a fragrance. It's a statement of who you are, whether it's the powerful elegance of Creed Aventus, the subtle charm of Tom Ford Outwood, the balanced sophistication of Chanel Blow, or the timeless refinement of Dior Howl. Each one can elevate your presence when used properly. And don't forget the bonus tip. Layering fragrances can help you create a signature scent that's uniquely yours. Check the links in the description for all the cologne mentioned today. And be sure to drop a simple comment like signature scent if you watched until the end. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who could benefit. Thanks for watching. We've got another video recommended for you right on your screen, and we'll see you tomorrow with more valuable insights.